Welcome back, guys. We have a couple of missions to go to the moon, so we need to bring science data back from the surface of the moon. Well, we need to transmit or recover science data from the surface of the moon. And we need to land on the moon, rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit of the moon, and return to Kerbal from orbit of the moon. So, what else do we have that has to do with the moon? Position satellite in an equatorial orbit of the moon. We'll accept that. Position satellite in a specific orbit of the moon. Maybe. Conduct temperature surveys of the moon. Nah, not really. Nah, let's not do that. We need to reposition this satellite, it says. We have 2 days to do that. When does this one expire? In 4 hours. Right, let's accept it. And we'll see about doing that. We also have a satellite at Minmus. Let's just see, we might be able to do this. So 2.5 to 2.5 and 0.8. Let's just go to the tracking station and see what that's all about. So it's going around there now. They just want us to push it out a little bit. How much delta V do we have left on that? Let's just fly it real quick. "723 meters a second. That's more than enough. That's more than enough to do this. So let's go back to the Space Center, accept that contract, and we'll do that real quick. That shouldn't take very long. Let's accept that and do that. Reaction systems limited, fly. Okay. Let's see. At our apoapsis, we will push out a bit. Like that. The descending node is fine. Okay. So let's just warp to the node. What will not be stopped. Good. Because I don't want that. Okay. It's a very, very minuscule burn that we need to do. So let's just do that now. It doesn't have to be that precise. All right, that was actually enough to get the contract done. Beautiful. Okay. There we go. Contract parameter complete. So we have rescued Airy. We have blah blah blah. We performed a crew transfer. Rescued Airy again. Rescued Billy Bob. Rescued Billy Bob. Rescued Billy Bob. And completed this contract for a little bit more money. Fine. Let's head back to the Space Center. That was quick. Nice little contract for a bit of money. We have more than 1 million now. We have another rescue. I'm not gonna do that, not right now anyway. So we have 2 position satellites, science data from the moon, and land on the moon, and we need to return to Kerbal from orbit of the moon. Okay. So we need to build a lander. Now, is it gonna be crewed or uncrewed? I think it's gonna be uncrewed. Because we haven't done it with a probe yet. But what we could do is put a probe on and put a scientist in. Yeah. That could be something. So the probe has control of the flight, but the scientist can do science. I think that makes a lot of sense. We need a heat shield, and with the scientist we don't need to bring the experiments back, so we can just take all the stuff out of them, which is good. So there. Then we need fuel tanks. And we need engines. And I think we're going to go with the Terrier. This is probably not enough. The moon. It's enough to land. So that's okay. We need a battery. We need a parachute. But we need science as well, of course. So science, we need Science Junior. We need a mystery goo. We need a thermometer. We need a barometer. And that's it. That's all we have. Alright. So there. And then we need an antenna, of course. So let's put that. Let's put that there. And that'll do. That's our lander. Well, we need a landing gear as well, I suppose. So something like that. That'll do. Part contracted. Okay. So this is our lander. Now, we don't have any... no, we don't have any bearings yet, so I think we'll just go for the science data from the surface. Actually, you know what? No. We will... I think... how is it you turn something into a Subassembly. Subassemblies. Right, so we can't do that right now because this is not attachable. So basically we should have started with a coupler and built up from there. Alright, we'll save this as a spacecraft. Moon Lander 1. Save. And we can start something new because we do not have great signals at the moon yet. We basically have one satellite going around. So if we took the 2 satellites up that they want us to do... Actually, let's go back to the tracking station real quick. Focus on the moon. So they want 2 satellites there. If we can get relay satellites up to them, then that'll be pretty decent. It'll be better at least. So, we need to build 2 satellites. We need 2 satellites. But the problem is we don't have the science to do this. Well, we don't have the parts to do it. Because we'd need this fairing. So we need 10 science. How can we get 10 science? Well, we could roll around the KSP and get science from everywhere, but that feels wrong. That just feels wrong. So, what could we do? What could we do? What could we do? I mean, we could go to Minmus. That's something we could do. We did have a contract to position a satellite around Minmus, didn't we? Available. Position satellite in a specific orbit around Minmus. Let's do that first. The agent is Jebediah Kerbals Junkyard and Spacecraft Parts Company. Jeb, you're moonlighting. Alright, let's accept that contract. And we will position a satellite around Minmus, I guess. So, there... I suppose we can... Moon Orbiter Relay Sat 1. We can kind of use that. Yeah, we can use that. We just need to make sure that we have a Science Junior and a thermometer. So, if we add Science Junior, whoops. We already have a thermometer on here. Do we have an antenna? We already have an antenna. All right. So that's basically it. And this is more than enough Delta V. More than enough. So this will be... Yeb, base, junk, relay, set 1. Alright. That was the name, right? Yeah. Jebediah Kerman's Junkyard and Spacecraft Parts Company. Yeah. Jeb Space Junk, relay set 1. Let's launch that. I don't see why we would need anything more than we have. So let's go. Launch. And let's just see. Let's first of all time warp a bit so that we get around to daytime. And then where is Minmus? Minmus is out here. So, and where is that? It's there. So we want to be going a little bit south. I think. Oh, didn't mean to time warp. So it's basically like that. Actually, you're... Yeah, let's go a little bit south. A little bit south. Okay. SAS on. We have, what, thrust rate did we have here? 2.25, so we'll just go to around half thrust and launch. And we need to come slightly south. So, something like this, I guess. Right, they banged into each other. That's fine. And let's just start tilting. Okay. They're a little bit aggressive on the gravity turn here, but that's okay. Let's just stay there for a minute. Okay, time for apoapsis is climbing. Good. Alright. We could do a material study here and get 4.9 science, but nah. Still climbing. Good, 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 good. About halfway through this stage. Up to 30. Let's bring this down here. 35, 36, 37. Let's go! We're going into space and we're heading to Minmus, the ice cream planet. I think we can basically go horizontal now. Okay. Time to perhaps this is dropping a little bit if we do that. Okay, now it's climbing again. We're up to an apoapsis of 50 kilometers. Alright, now we can definitely go horizontal. We are getting a bit of heating effects, but that's okay. 60 and 70. 80, that's fine. More than enough. And it's going to be a very, very small burn to circularize. Alright, let's see what it looks like. So yeah, we're going down that way. This should be more or less fine. Alright. Let's see, what is our altitude? 53. Heating effects are gone. And as soon as we're out of the atmosphere, we'll extend our antenna and our, what are they called? Solar panels. Let's just make sure we're not tilting up like that. Want to do that. Could use a reaction wheel on this stage when we don't have the engines on, but it's fine. Okay. We're almost out. We can extend our solar panels now. It'll be fine. And our antenna. All right. So our apoapsis is 79 kilometers. Our periapsis is only like minus 70. So, what? What's going on? Why? Let's delete that. All right, our apoapsis. And add maneuver. Why is nothing happening? Oh, it is. It is. Alright. There. 145 meters a second burn. We have more than enough delta V in this stage to do all of that burn, but we're not going to do it all. Not on this stage, because I want it to fall back to Earth. Well, to Kerbin. So, let's just get on the maneuver node. More or less. And it's a 4-second burn. It's nothing. So, let's just burn now. Do it a little bit carefully, because I want this to... Alright, let's stage. And stage. And burn a bit again. And there we go. 8279. That is perfect. Oops. Okay. Minmus, where are you? You're over here. So we kind of want to burn around here. We want to set Minmus as a target. See, how off are we? We are a little bit off. Probably okay. So we have sort of an encounter there. Right. There we go. It's quite a bit overkill there. Let's reduce this a bit. We do want to get all the way out there, of course. Let's just try and move the maneuver node a little bit more, if I can. Come on. Right, there's an encounter. All right, this is going to have to do. Let's focus our view over here. And let's see. Now, they wanted an inclination of 164.8 degrees. So they want us to go backwards, basically. They want us to go that way. All right. Let's see, can I please click our maneuver? No? I want to click our maneuver. Damn it. All right, we'll just do this maneuver and then we'll fix it afterwards. So it's 926.8 meters a second delta V. That's not too bad. That's about a third. Should be fine. Let's warp to the maneuver. A lot of new situations. And we need to burn at 21 seconds. So we'll warp down to around 30 seconds. Okay. And there we go. Okay. It's a little bit unwieldy because of, well, because of the antenna, really. It pulls a bit to one side. I think it's the antenna, at least. So, all right, almost done. Slow down and kill. There. That's fine. Then over here, you'll add a maneuver. We just missed our encounter there. There we go. And let's see. We want to... Not that, apparently. Okay. And not that. Alright. So there, then we want to go normal to bring us in closer. There. Something like that, and then we want to go radial. Right, we're not that much normal, because we kind of want to come in where this is, so there seems good to me. Okay, so a 58-second burn in 9 minutes. Well, 58 meters a second burn, 2-second burn, in fact. so let's warp to that. We can't really do any science here. Let's warp down to around 20 seconds left. I think we'll start the burn at around 10 seconds, just so that we can have a little bit more control. Okay. Let's see. We need to come over here. Seems about right. All right, that'll do. That will do. Perfect. Okay. Let's warp out here. Up where? No, it's 29 days. That's not it. It's this. All right, warp here. All right. Our first trip to Minmus is on a contract for Jeb. That is different. Let's see, we could do a temperature scan. No, but we can't transmit it home, so it's fine. Warp here. All right. We could do a material study, but we can't. We're not coming home with this, so that's not happening. Let's just manually warp to Minmus' sphere of influence. There we go. Outstanding. All right, so we can do a temperature scan and transmit that. We can do an atmospheric pressure scan and transmit that. And that gives us enough science to get our fairings. Then in here, we'll add a maneuver and slow down. And we need to go some radial as well. Let's do this. Oh, we need... Yeah, but we need the ascending and descending nodes to fix this. We can't see them for some reason. Why can't we see the ascending and descending nodes? Well, it's around here. We need to go normal. That is actually more or less perfect. Let's try that. 253 meters a second in 1 hour. Let's just get on our maneuver node and time warp. All right. Okay, it's a 9-second burn. So we'll start at around 4 or 5 seconds. So let's get this down to around here. Make sure that we're on our... And go. This will also give us a bit of money. We need to go over to the actual maneuver node, or the actual maneuver. And let's burn a little bit. And there, that's actually good enough. Perfect. That was easy. Contract done. Contract done. And that also gives us a relay around... What, isn't the contract done? Yeah, it's done. Contract complete. Alright, good. Perfect. And where's first milestones for first flyby, gathered science, and orbited Minmus. Wonderful. And you can just hang out there. There's Kerbal. Alright. Minmus has been visited. Very nice. So let's just unlock the science that we need to do our moon missions. So we need general construction because I want the shell. That's actually the only thing that I really need. But I need the shell, so research that. And if we had, well, basic construction struts could be okay, and the aerodynamic nose cones. But is there something that we want that costs 45? No, these all cost 90, 90, 90, 90. Everything here costs 90, so there's this one that costs 45, and this one that costs 25. I don't care much about aviation, so we are going to research that and get struts. Fantastic. All right, so next time we will build ourselves a couple of satellites and a launcher to send our satellites to Minmus. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.